So, as I told you in the comment on my grandma videos, I am depressed. Or, as the therapist says, dystonia. But I didn't make this video because I want attention. I just wanted to encourage those who have this kind of problem to go to the therapist. Because I myself have this and it affects my everyday life. But first off, I have to say this is not all correct by the doctor. I am not a therapist. But the patient does want to explain that if you have this kind of problem, it is not normal. Second, even if you have all of this, don't diagnose by yourself but go to the therapist. Third, this is my own personal symptom that I have, and not everyone have the same symptom. It is my experience that I want you to know that is not normal. So, I suspect that I have this because of the memory from a fight of my parents. Yeah, my father slapped my mother and then punched the cabinet behind her. Then my father left us, and I told my mother that I don't want him, so we don't have to chase after him. Yeah. And that caused me to grow attached with my mother very much. Like, that one time, I'm not want to go to the school because I fear of losing my mother. But as I grow up, that feeling started to fade away. But one night, I have a scariest nightmare, the death of my mother. I woke up with a shivering and tears rolling, running to my mother's room. And I know it's not real, but then I realized that one day she will be gone. And the real problem started by that. I can't stop thinking about that and fear that if she gets into the accident and gone forever. That fear stuck into my head as I started to think if I don't go attached to other, I will not be sad much. And then I want people as much as possible and I create Seb. So Seb is my first comfort character, but he is not real. As soon as I thought about this, I I feel the pain in my chest. But it's not that painful, but it made me hard to breathe. So if I feel this pain, I start pinching and scratch myself. But I learned after that this is self-harm. Oh my. But I can't stop it. And as I grow up, if I have a friend that close to me, more than 2 years, I will fade away from them. This problem is affecting my career and make me feel uncomfortable and more stressed too. I can focus on the stuff I have to do. Yeah, it's happened in this video too. I lost focus on what I had to type and what I had to say now. But this is not the only problem. I start having an anger issue. I anger about everything to the point that I am crying or angry. I'm here an embarrassing moment that will probably have me in the dream and make me can't sleep at all in my. But anyway, as you know, my grandmother also have a mental illness. She got delusional, which is not good at all. And it's not going well with me that have developed an anger issue. So we fight a lot, and my anger issue got the best of me. It got to the point that if she hit me, I would hit her with the thing she hit me. Like broomsticks, water bottle, and shoes, which are things that each other cause trouble in our family. As I get to the university, I start to feel better. Yay! I made some new friends, and we got eat together every day. But as soon as the downside started, I lost focus on the group project, and it's causing trouble. I start to fade out of the group and be on my own. But there's a lot of group projects. I'm stressed. I'm thinking about suicide. It's happened 2 semesters and I don't even have the courage to attend the online class. I failed all of them and got close to the point that I want to jump off the building. Just like, let's forever, yay! But if I do that, My mother will cry. And then I start to talk about this and go to the therapist. It's not the only once. I've been trying to find a therapist that I feel comfortable and can understand my problem for a while, so 4 or 5 times. And then my grandma playing pranks on my mother by hanging herself. Yeah. We sent her to the hospital for almost a week. And then they asked for permission to take my grandma to the therapist. Why not? And I asked them if I can go to see him too. And when we got grandma out of the hospital, she takes the pills and then she hung herself again. But this time, I see her on the security camera going to the office around 4 in the morning. Not my mother owned a business and she has separate house to be the office. And that time, we all asleep. And when I see her, I'm not that sad. If you already see the look who's inside again, that went video I made. The first time I see her, I thought, well, you also know how I felt when I say that now. The mix of numb and shame is the first thing I felt. I know I'm not a good person, but after that 2 or 3 days, I'm start feeling again. The sadness is kicking, and I get worse. We go see the therapist and know that she had mental illness too. If you ask why I mentioned this, see how everything I messed up? Not only that I failed to have a normal life, I also almost dead because myself. And my grandmother is also dead because of mental illness. So, if you're stressed and can't get things out of your head and can't control your anger lately, don't have energy to do anything, can't sleep or sleep a lot more than normal, can't focus, have so many hobbies but get bored of it so easily, please, please go to the therapist immediately. If the first one is not making you feel better, you have to find another one until you get a comfortable therapist that can understand you and see through your problems. I got the anti-depression line for my therapist and take it every day for 13 days and it slowly feel better. Also, if you finally find a therapist that understand you and help you try, it will be so relief. I feel that because I feel hope that the toxic and insecurity inside me can be fixed, that I'll be happy. Yeah. If my mother say, your eye looks so lively because before see this therapist, you look so dull. So if you suspect someone or yourself have mental illness, please take them to the therapist yourself. I don't want to have another too late to save like my grandma. Not anymore. Please. Please don't do that, okay? We can talk. Well, have a nice day.